Hello, beautiful spirit. Wait. I got something to share with you. Just come hang out with me for a second. If you're not in a hurry, that is. Today, we're doing magic lessons number 8. Lesson number 8 will be on memory, because memory is actually going to be one of the most important things that we come up against in this battle. Similar to martial arts, if you don't train the basics till they're subconscious, they will fade. And I noticed in my practice of different arts, there's no such thing as too much basics. Contrary to popular belief, memorizing things is a skill. And it's a little different for everyone, depending on how you process your thoughts. I've got some cool exercises that can really help you get that memory to stick. Memory is actually incredibly important and does have some extremely magical things attached to it. Something that's always rung true for me is that our talents we're born with and the things we just move to enjoy, some of which is inherited memory from our last lifetime. As far as I can tell, the only thing that truly comes with you when you pass is the memory. And one of the spirits that has really come and helped me a lot through my journey used to tell me stories when I was a kid. And now that I'm older, I look back on it and I have a theory that there's a possibility that spirit is just memory. This guardian and guide, guardian, he told me the stories of the universe and what I call the family tree of the elements. So, you know, consciousness has always created experiences. Consciousness has always been a force of energy that creates in the universe. And as we create things, we gain attachments to them. And that energy builds kind of similar to a family tree. The only thing we really take from our past lifetimes is the memories that we made, the talents we built. So they do come in ever so gently and just really pique your interest, because it's like, have I been here before? I know you might be like, whoa, pump your brakes there. What are you talking about? Let me just simplify it. So, our awareness, our spirit, carries its memory. What gives a spirit its identity is the memories it's collected, the things it's created, the pieces of the universe it has taken part in. And this is important because as we start to exercise our ability to remember more and more, and we're soaking up base reality, you're going to notice something interesting starts to shift. Because our perspective of memory is based to this lifetime, this time, this reality, this right now. But what if I told you that memory wasn't so limited to your body? And as you begin to discover the things you created, you were involved with, the relationships you had in your past lives, you're going to notice that you start to absorb some of those memories and those powers. Because you see, it attaches us to all these things. And these days, it's even more important. We don't really need to learn and memorize a lot of information anymore. We just have it readily available at our fingertips, which has been a huge downfall to the magical world. Because if we had a better running record of our memory, we would remember these little special moments, these moments of empowerment, the 1 in a million. If you're not aware and present, you're going to miss them. Did you know that every 11.5 days, 1 million seconds passes by? That means every 2 weeks, you have an opportunity to observe a 1 in a million moment. Possibly a moment where energy and matter goes against the rules and limitations we've put upon it. Why is that relevant to memory, you ask? Very simple. If we're paying attention, we're aware, and we're able to memorize momentary changes and observations, we're going to be able to store these 1 in a million moments. a lot of this magic that I've learned, the only reason that I'm aware of it is because, number one, I noticed the difference because I was aware of my internal being. And number two, I was able to immediately remember what it felt like. And down we go. Through my life, the practice of awareness and observing and absorbing my internal landscape has gifted me a lot of interesting insights, such as the feeling of accessing information from your primal DNA is different than, say, accessing information from your memory using your mind. So, once again, we're trying to take power away from the beast that is our mind and give it back to our spirit and our awareness. And I can actually give you a little bit of science to empower this. So, on mice, they've removed every piece of the brain they thought was linked to memory, and they were still able to remember trained patterns, which just enforces my belief that memory is stored in our spirit. So give yourself a moment to absorb that. Imagine it. There actually isn't a physical source of your memory. The things you remember are now forever a part of your spirit. The things you create, the memory in existence of energy that you physically birth, also are now a part of you forever. I think you might be starting to gather how important our memory is and how much it means for us to take an active part in taking control of how we remember our lives. A good exercise that I mainly use for dream recall, but I've noticed also really helps grab memory and hold on to it and bring it forward back into your brain. Just your general ability to recall is before bed. I had a piece of paper and a pen by my bed. Before bed, I would write 5 to 10 numbers on a piece of paper and then flip it over. And then first thing in the morning, first thing I do when I wake up is on the flipped over piece of paper, without looking, I write what I think the numbers are, then I flip over and check. And as you get them right, you increase a number, until it's getting to like a staggering number of numbers. I think I had it up to 20 at one point. I'm due to start practicing again because my dreams are getting a little shaky. Just like most of these lessons, this is going to take a while to fully absorb. But if you haven't noticed yet, they are all tying together, slowly but surely. I'm giving you the building blocks that's going to allow you to interact with the world of magic in a safe and informed way, being able to perceive and interact with everything that's going on around you. So, stay beautiful, and we'll see you next time.